Welcome back. It's time for your 5-minute break. Yes, 5-minute break here at the Business Growth Cafe. And grab that cup of coffee. We are going to be talking about brand today. Now, brand's very interesting because you'll talk to people and they get a little confused sometimes of what brand really is. And there's really a lot of pieces that make up your brand. And so whether it's you as the leader of the organization or whether it's the marketing department here today listening in, I may be telling you things you already know, but I want you to really think about breaking down your brand into some various components. One is purpose, right? We think about purpose. Why do you exist? Why do you exist as a brand? Now, some people might say, yeah, it's, to make money. I want to, buy a boat, whatever it happens to be. But that's the end result, right? That's not your purpose. You exist to do something, to cause a change, to create a belief, or whatever it happens to be. I have a client who's in the bioplastics world, if you will, trying to eliminate single-use plastics here in America. And that's their purpose. The goal to delete 25 billion pieces of plastic from the oceans and landfills. And that's their goal. That's what they're trying. That's their purpose. Everything they do is ultimately about deleting the plastic from the marketplace. So that's their purpose, right? We know it's what the world needs, what your goals are, what you're good at, help create your purpose. You can look at Simon Sinek's, right? Golden Circle, what you do, right? How you separate yourself from the competition. But ultimately, it's that why. Why do you exist to make this happen? The other part, thinking about your brand, is differentiation. And the positioning is, how are you positioned into the marketplace? How do you differentiate yourself from everybody else? We can all think about products and services that are in their marketplace that just seem same old. But somewhere in there, the brand leaders are trying to differentiate them from their competition. Now, that could be in the way you phrase things, the way you say things, the way you visually communicate. Because a lot of times, if you look at software is a great example. I was working on a project and we did some search on other software products in the category. And there was something like 3,000 of them. So the challenge was, how do we differentiate this new startup from the other 3,000 products that are out there in the marketplace? We did part of that through doing research. I'm going to talk about that in a completely different show. So think about how you position, how do you differentiate yourself? The other part of brand is promise. What is your brand promise to your consumers, to your marketplace? What are you going to deliver? What is going to be in it for them? What is the promise that you're going to deliver on? And if you have a brand promise, you have to make sure you are delivering on it, because at the end of the day, the reality is, if you say you're going to do something or your brand's going to do something and it doesn't do it and you don't deliver, you're in trouble, right? If you break that brand promise, it could literally derail you. I worked with a company one time. We were talking about customer service, and their response was, well, let's just tell them that if they have a problem, send us an email. But if you don't hear from us in 48 hours, give us a phone call. And it was like, oh my God, that we're telling them right then and there, we're not going to call them back. So whatever your promise is to the marketplace, don't make a crazy guarantee unless you can back it up. I see that all the time. We guarantee our product's going to do X, Y, and Z. Well, how do you back that up? What is that guarantee? You said it's going to do it, but what if it doesn't? What do you get out of it? Then the personality. What's the personality of your brand? Are you very stoic? Are you stodgy? Are you corporate-y? Are you fun? You're loving? Whatever that is. Think about that brand personality. And so many times the personality comes from the corporate leader. Who founded the company? What's the personality that they set? That takes on the life of the brand. And then ultimately you get down to the identity. And that's really when you get into the logo and the typefaces and the color palettes and those kinds of things. I call this 4Pi, right? 4 Ps: purpose, positioning, promise, personality, and the I is identity. So that's the way I like to simply keep it and put it in a framework that I think it's really important that you think about your brand in these various components. It can help you differentiate, help you position, help you communicate. Thank you for joining me here once again at the 5-minute break here at the Business Growth Cafe, and I will see you tomorrow.